What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Shar. Come here with me. Come here with me. Healing as in accepting, acknowledging, and digesting. Listen, today we're going to talk about how my man got a cooch. My man got a cooch. My man got a cooch. Woo, child. Not the man got a cooch. All right. But that's what they say. Listen, this is not a chat for children. So if you are a child, you probably should exit stage left. And remember to hit that like button, turn your notification on, and subscribe to the channel. Because I promise you, you will not be disappointed. All right, listen, I want to talk about a couple things, child. There's been a whole lot of things going on in these social media streets, including Stormi like, I'm going to show y'all how to do this TV thing. All right, and that is exactly what she's doing. She's doing it. She's bringing all the heat, honey, and she's trying to keep people watching, and she got a mouth on her. All right, let's talk about this clip that they dropped, and the clip is with Stormi, Kimmy, Tiffany, and Tisha. All right, and they're sitting at this table, and Stormi is on 1,000, might I add. Okay, Stormi came for a fist fight, whether you know it or not. Only difference is that Tisha pants was too tight, okay, and she just couldn't move right away. All right, that's just my opinion, and allegedly, okay, so she had to get some things tucked in, moved around before she could able to respond. All right, so Stormi and Tisha is talking along with Kimmy and Tiffany at the table. All right, and they're having a conversation. Stormi is talking about Marceau basically walking up on her, and she's saying, listen, I took time out of my busy schedule. I freed my schedule. I cleared my schedule, and you guys are going to talk to me like this, she says, and you don't tell me how to respond, okay? And then Kimmy says, look, well, she said that she didn't like the energy anyway. She says she doesn't like the energy anyway. She did have a conversation with him. Tiffany is sitting there with this instigating face like, child, what? All she needs is a drink, child. And that baby wasn't baking in the oven, child, that's exactly what it will be, okay? But the baby is baking at this time, so she really couldn't drink that drink the way she needed it for this particular scene, okay? So Tisha says, look, I talked to him, and I told him I didn't like the energy either. That's why I'm talking to you now. Stormi barks back and says, look, keep talking to your husband. Tisha says, I can talk to whoever I want that's a part of my event. All right, and she says, a part of my event. She says, you listen, if I can't talk to my friends about how you feeling, and I don't know if you guys heard Stormi says, we ain't there yet, sis. Now, Tisha, you've been sucking her big toe and all that, and you still ain't get the Friends Award, okay? And she says, we ain't there yet. We ain't there yet. She says, Tisha says, look, if I talk to your husband like that, you will be upset. Now, here's what I'm going to pause at. Tisha, you said that you didn't like my soul energy the same way that Stormi is agreeing that she didn't like his energy, all right? But in the same breath, you turn around and say that you didn't appreciate the way she was talking to your husband. How else did you want her to respond to your husband? Your husband came up to her with his cooch, okay? And he pulled up on her, and that is why she responded the way she did. So either you're going to be on the side of right, or you're still going to defend your husband. Your husband is wrong as hell as two left shoes in this particular situation, okay? So you need to show up and make sure you know what you're showing up for. Either you fool him or not, okay? If he's wrong, let him stay wrong and don't make it better, okay? With that being said, fast forward, no, Stormi's like, look, you're not crazy enough to do that, to talk to my husband all sick, crazy, and retarded. All right, so Tisha says, wait a minute, baby, don't let these tight pants fool you, okay? Now, you don't even know me like that. You don't know me like that either, and we could get it crackalating if you want to, but because you know, if you want to get it there, we can. Don't let these tight pants fool you. All right, I said, child, Tisha was ready. She was nothing sophisticated in this, and neither was Stormi. I said, a hot mess on a cold day. But listen, y'all like it, I love it. Let's talk about this clip that was dropped, honey, and it was your man got a coop. Your man got a coop. Listen, Courtney goes to Marceau and he says, listen, let's sit down, let's have a conversation, okay? Because he tells Marceau, listen, I'm tired of you always being in a girl's conversation, all right? After Marceau walked up on Stormi for $100, he was like, look, it's time for me to have a conversation with with bro, because he got me messed up. I said rightfully so. And you guys remember not too long ago, Big Lou had to step to him as like, don't step to my wife, because if you do that again, I'll be forced to step to yours. All right, now my wife came home upset, even though she instigated that entire thing, and I'm here for my wife. So quickly, Marceau is not going to learn his lesson. This is something that's a part of him. He likes little girl fights. All right, it's all allegedly, in my opinion. All right, so Marceau says, look, I'm having a hard time taking you serious given the fact that you are a part of a hair care business. Now, Marceau, Stormi is not our favorite person. She ain't doing things 100% correct, and she ain't crossing all her T's and dotting her I's. But hell, she on a better train than you and Tisha. All right, at least her business, you can find it. All right, if it is active, it's over here robbing people blind, allegedly, in my opinion. So who the hell are you talking about? Their business is making money. Now, what they do with the money, that's not all business, okay? But their business is making money. What are you doing? Because if your business was making the kind of numbers that their business was making, then you wouldn't be forced to be out here robbie people, okay? So we just trying to figure out how you going to talk about what his business include versus what your business include, which you ain't got nothing on paper, okay? Now, with that being said, Marceau comes to him and says, look, I can't take you serious because you sell hair care products for a living. And I felt like that was a little bit low, you know what I mean? But what do you expect from Marceau? He does have a coop. All right. Now let's talk about this Kiki thing. I was a little bit taken back from this, even though I know filming happened before. We got hint of what was going on, so this is before time. But I remember Anthony Lofty going in and calling Crime Stoppers and alluding to the fact that this was a mistaking of identity, and it was not Kiki who did this. All right. So now that it's resurfacing, I'm a little bit confused, right? I'm a little bit confused because I'm sure it's sensitive to the person, which is Kiki, right? And I know TV is TV, but we have to be careful with what we are trying to be a part of, right? What we're willing to be a part of. And we just got to be careful with what we're willing to talk about, all right? But I remember it saying this being a case of mistaken identity. I know a couple other content creators who be on point that said that they did have a conversation with Kiki, and Kiki either one admitted it that she was in the location, or two, she admitted that she was not in the location. I don't know what's the truth because me and Kiki ain't never have a conversation, all right? But I'm just saying that it's a little tricky, and I'm sure it's a little touching to have everybody thinking that you are a thief, okay? And let alone a Home Depot thief, okay? So with that being said, the scene that they showed was a little bit heartbreaking, right? Because when people are struggling, whether it's true or not, the last thing you want to hear is your family says, I'm done with her. Okay, she's back on drugs. She got to be using. Dang, that was like hurtful. And Marceau, here you go talking about all this stuff that you talking about. You're not even really her family. You're her family through marriage. And Tisha, I blame that on you because some of the things that come out of Marceau's mouth, he shouldn't even been comfortable enough with saying, right? And the fact that he was comfortable enough with saying was kind of mind-blowing. But that's because you allow him to talk about your people like that, okay? He called Kiki a drug head. That was corny, that was lame, and that was whack, and it was very insensitive to her progress, right? Or to the situation in general. Tisha says she's want nothing to do with her. You ain't got nothing to do with her now. Remember, you stopped speaking to her because she was going to blast your husband? Child, listen. Courtney and Tiffany had a conversation, and Tiffany is the one allegedly, Tiffany is the one that leaked this whole entire story to the blogs, okay? It's been proven already. So Tiffany, of course, she's sitting there like, what? Girl, you already knew because you was the one that leaked the information. Try another time, okay? Because this time it's not going to work, all right? Now, Melody quickly take a sip of her drink, honey, and put that glass to the top of her lip and says, well, all is innocent until proven guilty. I said, good answer. You are right, my friend. All right, because it's like one of those old sayings. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And that is exactly what I'm getting to. This could have been aired a little bit different. I know it's TV, but where is your integrity as the producers? If anybody is struggling with any type of addiction, this would have sent me backwards, okay? If anybody is trying to get over and recover from something, this would have definitely took me up out of here early, okay? But listen, I'm just the blogger, okay? And I'm just reporting the news. Listen, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Turn your notification on, hit the like button, and subscribe. Until next time, bye.